Countdown. 3, 2,
2, 1. Tetris. We've got a pair of great matches coming up ahead. However, with Oscar, we are not able to see what's going on here. We might have to troubleshoot that. Oscar's game is not showing up. That's just a problem, I guess. All right. At least right now, we can see that the score is 23,000.
This should work. Refresh. You refresh this. And refresh this.
Do this.
No. It's not that.
Go ahead.
All right, meanwhile, at the bottom, close game. Redshurt and Knight separated by a few thousand points.
He has his tap frequency up instead of the pieces. I think that messes with Tetris jams. Go look at his TV.
All right, pair of Tetrises for Redshurt, crossing 100,000 mark, going to 123. We have Knight in the meantime at 80,000. Oh no, that's an early. That may have been an intentional top out. All right, yeah, we're gonna get things figured out with Oscar. Meanwhile, we still have a game at the bottom. Tetris there for Knight going to 178. We have Redshurt at 214. So Redshurt currently ahead now 12,000 points after Knight scored another Tetris, but we'll bring the lead back to about 35,000. Knight has been comfortably working off of row 2, but it's going to take burns. It's a nice little adjustment there for Redshurt. Gonna get a Tetris, goes to 282. 282 to 59 lines. Doing pretty well so far. Despite what the Tetris rate is saying. I don't know why it says that. It's more than 60%. We're talking something like 75 to 80%. However, that is going to decrease. We have Tetris time in a. We have Redshurt in a dig right now. Oh no, Redshirt's getting higher and higher. Is he able to get an L to the right? And actually gets the ball all the way over. This is not over yet. Oh, beautiful J left. This is insane survival. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And Redshirt's going to bring the board down to a much safer spot. That well is almost open, just need some more good pieces. Oh, was holding out for something to go left. But this spire in the middle is going to make things a little tricky. He's able to start filling in the left side of the board. Gets a square over.
That was some great.
Come on. Really want to see this work out. All right. Beautiful triple from that long bar. Misdrop in the J piece, but this should be reasonable to manage. Gets the hole uncovered. Knight, in the meantime, hasn't caught up to Redshurt. Currently has a center wall going. Redshurt, in the meantime, just got one more hole to uncover. And there's the S piece. And after surviving a 36 drought with one of the most insane boards I've ever seen, Redshurt gets a Tetris and another one. And has a very safe board and a pretty comfortable lead right now of 80,000 points. Well done.
Meanwhile, me and Oscar's game have really high Tetris rates currently. Both have 70 plus. Both of the low 2000s, 200,000s.
Oh, look at that. Meme just did 2 T-spins to solve that part of the board.
Impressive.
Nice burn to open up the well. Meme with a very clean board. Looking for a Tetris.
Redshirt's found himself at level 19.
All right, Redshirt has transition. Currently 469 on level 19. Knight is 1 line away. Has potential transition at 400,000. Looks like it was a double suffer game. Which is especially unfortunate because Redshirt was pacing early on. Had probably near an 80% Tetris rate before ending up in one of the most monstrous digs I've ever seen someone survive. Knight, in the meantime, L dependency on the left half of the board, trying to get it uncovered, but ended up plugging it right before a helpful piece showed up. Bad L misdrop. Is setting up. Oh, blocked the column 3 well. Knight's going to have to get that back open. And there it is. The L piece is going to be perfect for opening up the well. And the bar showed up at a great time. Knight's going to get another Tetris going to 457. Unfortunately, Knight's going to have to try to make up a near 200,000 point deficit. All right, another Tetris. This one down column 4. Another nice Tetris. Meanwhile, at the top, we have 431 to 396. Oscar and Meme near the 100 line mark in the game. So it's like the players are in a comfortable position to transition in the 500s. The Meme up a little bit high, but still able to take some burns and get a Tetris. Oscar has an opportunity to set up a center well. Let's see if he goes for it. Gonna go for it, takes the burn, sets up column 5. If he gets a bar here, well can be perfectly transferred, but the bar only showed up after placing a J to the right, so he's gonna have to either burn or set up another center well. He's gonna have to take the burns. Currently 3,000 behind Meme. However, is also behind in line, so slightly more efficient than Meme is at the moment. Meme not the most comfortable stacks right now. The well just got blocked right before the long bar came up. She's gonna have to wait for the next one. And it is open for it. Will get the Tetris. Goes to 517 and then 540. One more to go for hitting transition. But that left side is not in great shape. Meme is just gonna set up a hole, but is able to still get Tetris ready, but will end up just burning into transition. Oscar, in the meantime, bit of a rough board. Would like to get this all situated before level 19 arrives. Meanwhile, at the bottom, we have a max out for Redshirt, late on level 28, and we have Knight at 845. Redshirt enters kill screen. Is set up for a Tetris. Oh, he's going to have a couple of misdrops, but gets the bar to the right side. Let's see if Redshirt can survive this. Meanwhile, we have Knight entering kill screen 917, so about 170,000 points behind. Oh, nice 5-tap there for Redshirt. Still able to get pieces to the left. Knight, in the meantime, going to get a Tetris. Goes to 960. Knight's playing a little aggressive here on the level 29 and has to try to make up this deficit. And Redshirt is not slowing down. Redshirt gets another Tetris. Now at B44. Or 1.14 million. All right, Knight's trying to set up another Tetris. Gonna burn to get Tetris ready, looking for the long bar. Just can't stay set up. Knight's just having to continue burning. Meanwhile, Redshirt is set up for another Tetris. Gets a Tetris, 1.27 million. And is continuing to gain on Knight. Opening up the lead to 300,000 with that Tetris, now crossing 1.3 million. Meanwhile, at the top, both players are in post. Meme currently 80,000 points ahead of Oscar. but Meme also ahead by more than a full level. Both players at bottom, Tetris ready. They each get a long bar. It's 1.42 versus 1.11. And unfortunately, Knight's going to have several misdrops. We'll see if Knight is able to survive this. Both players are up at the top of the board. Both players are going to top it at the same time, but with Redshirt's 300K lead, he'll take the first game. Meanwhile, up at the top, we have Meme at level 26. 845,000 points, 100,000 points ahead of Oscar. Oscar clean, Tetris ready. Meme trying to resolve this overhang on the right side. Not a good time to get a square. Meme now forced to take a handful of burns. Oscar has a chance to start catching up. All right, Meme's able to get a slightly dirty Tetris into level 28. 2 more Tetrises can be scored before kill screen. Oh, Oscar's board not in great shape right now. Gets a T-tuck. Is able to flatten the left side. This accommodating board could mean that Oscar might not have too many burns to take to get everything situated. All right, Oscar has opened up the left side of the board. Meme now on kill screen, 999. Gets the burn for the max out, but now is in a desperate situation. Oh, that Spire is nasty in the middle of the board for Meme, but still surviving despite the board state. Meme's able to get a double. Got the S to the left to open up the well. It has brought the board down. Oscar in the meantime on kill screen, 906, 100K behind, but those misstops are going to be fatal. Oscar is done. Meme is also done with 100,000 ahead, which means Meme's going to take game number 1.
Some great games going on right now.
Absolutely fire matches. How did she live that long? I don't know. Meme is built different. Yeah, no, like, Meme and Redshurt just have some insane down stacking today. It's amazing to watch. Oh, wow, look at his tower. Squares on the left side for Redshurt. And then cheeky 5 and below. See, stuff like this is why Redshurt is, like, consistently pacing. Look at this. 98% Tetris rate. Like, what is this? Aw, Meme's going to miss a T-spin. Currently all 4 players on level 18 right now. Oscar and Meme just started not long ago. Meanwhile, we have Knight and Redshurt nearly halfway through level 18. 300,000 for Knight, 297 for Redshurt. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I want to make sure I saw something correctly.
Both Knight and Redshurt have really impressive Tetris rates right now.
Yeah.
Actually, 97%, that's really impressive.
How often do you hear that someone has a 92% Tetris rate and is behind? These players playing with a massive amount of efficiency. Up top, we have Oscar, 2 Tetris lead over Meme. However, Oscar is going to have some burning to do. All right, the board's free of holes, and Oscar's able to get Tetris ready with a much healthier board. So Oscar at 212. Meme caught up just a little bit at 192. We're just going to get another Tetris, so the lead will remain in favor of Oscar by about 1 Tetris. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Redshirt starting to pull a little bit farther ahead of Knight. Outscore at 480, now 503, at just 90 lines.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. The
Yeah.
transition's going to be wild.
Yeah, it's difficult even this far in, but there is a chance we witness a 700 transition. Knight, meantime, 474. Very good game, mind you. 474, now 475 at 100 lines. Very good game. Very likely 600 transition, but we're talking about almost perfection that you're competing against. So yeah, strong pace, but yet almost 100,000 behind. It's not a lot you can really do. Redshirt got forced into taking the dreaded single. Look at this, 640 at 115. Redshirt hoping to get something for the right side so he doesn't have to burn. And it's going to work out. Currently Tetris ready, but the board's still not in great shape. Needs something for the right. Oh, those pieces are perfect. Still able to hold on. Oh, gonna take the burns. Redshirt has an opportunity to still get well over 700. Is Tetris ready? Trying really hard not to burn, and it's working out so far. Oh, look at those pieces.
Wow, that's impressive.
Where's that long bar? Nice transition, 601. And Redshirt gets a 734 transition. Oh my goodness. Look at this efficiency. We're still on level 19 with a 95% Tetris rate. Unbelievable stacking on display here. Knight in the meantime still doing very well. Gonna get 678 late on 20. Well over max pace, but still 100K behind. But Redshirt's board is not great right now. Desperately needs some good pieces for the left side of the board. But the board's falling apart. Redshirt's able to lower the stack with a Tetris. Now it's time to do some cleanup. Knight actually has an opportunity to finally eat into that 100K lead that Redshirt has built. All right, Redshirt is most of the way out of the dig. Just looking for something good for the left side. The L is going to be a very good piece to use. Meanwhile, we have Knight with a bar dependency down column 3. He's able to take some really nice spurs to open up the well just in time for the long bar. And Knight is clean going into level 23 and has actually, started to erase some of that deficit. Was once 100,000 points behind, now just behind by about 70,000. Unfortunately, no bars on level 23. Redshirt's got a dangerous board, was able to bring the board down.
Playing a little risky, but
Tetris for Knight. And another one to go into 24. Redshirt is finally able to clean things up on level 24. There's a Tetris, 927. Still a good pace despite all the digging. Fortunately, though, not a good time to get that square. It's going to have to take a couple more burns. And in the meantime, Knight has caught up. Look at this, folks. 963 to 955. This is a close game.
This is great Tetris going on right here.
Please report to the melee as soon as you can.
Oh, misdrop of the S on the left side for Redshirt. This slowdown could solidify Knight's lead, at least for the time being. Gonna still set up a Tetris at the bottom of the stack. Beautiful long bar. It's gonna clean everything up. And there's a Tetris. Both players maxing out on level 26. And Knight with the near 20,000 point lead is still on level 26 while Redshirt's on level 27. So great position for Knight to be in. Ahead in score and behind in lines. That means Knight's going to have more runway to work with. Unfortunately, that was a bad time to get 3 Z pieces. Knight's now going to have to deal with a hole, taking up row 4. Redshirt not in a comfortable position right now either. Has regained the lead by about a Tetris and has cleaned things up. So Redshirt could start to take control of this game once again. Redshirt has now entered kill screen 1.18 million. Meanwhile, we have Knight 1.10, but still on level 28. hoping to get a last long bar before going into kill screen, but can't wait too long. Has to burn into level 29. Now it's going to get the stack down because the well is closed. Gets the, oh, doesn't get the T all the way to the left, and Knight is done with 1.11. Redshirt with the 1.2 is good for game number 2. And while all that was happening, we have some very good games at very good scores with the game at the top. 984 to 942. The players are midway through post. Oscar's gonna get a Tetris, get a 26 max, and Meme has got a one-off on level 26. And Meme's gonna get a Tetris, and that's another 26 max. All 4 players on some great pace in this game. Oh my goodness, these players are on fire today. All right, Tetris for Oscar to 1.1. Still on level 28 with up to 2 more Tetrises he can score. Meanwhile, we have Meme with the 1.11 with up to 2 more Tetrises you can score before kill screen. Oh, Oscar's building up very high. Hopefully he's able to get some burn options. Okay, snakes the bar to the right side, but needs another one, especially after that hang on the left side. The long bar shows up, but Oscar's not able to salvage the board, and Meme is. So Meme is in chase down mode, needs to get to 1.198. 1 Tetris would be enough, but obviously the strategy here is to just take the lines. All right, just 25,000 points to go. Now in level 30, the board's still tricky. All right, Meme's starting to get the board lower and lower. All right, nice triple. Just a couple more lines. Oh, Meme sets up a Tetris, gets the Tetris, and that will be enough to complete the chase down. Meme now up 2-0. Meanwhile, games have started at the bottom. 101 to 142, so we have Knight with a 2 Tetris lead. All right, we have nice clean boards there at the bottom. The Redshurt having to do a little bit of stack maintenance. Trying to keep that right side open, but bar's not showing up. Just gonna have to block the well and take some burns. Get the stack back under control. Unfortunately, the bar's gonna show up while the well is closed. Redshirt's gonna have to wait for the next one. Knight, in the meantime, taking advantage of this, now ahead by 60,000 points. Redshirt finally able to lower the stack with some Tetrises. Took a little bit, but Redshirt's finally able to take advantage of the long bars that were being given. We have Meme continuing her game. Got a 1.43. Oh, look at these aggressive placements. Really trying to squeeze out every last point. Oh, but the bar didn't make it. But the next one does. And still set up again. Well done. The 1.58 into 39. All right, meanwhile, we have center well set up for Knight. And a high up board for Redshirt. So to hold out and get the long bar. Oh, my goodness. These games, not good for your average person's blood pressure. All right, Tetris for Knight to cross the 300,000 mark. Redshirt's going to do the exact same thing. Redshirt ahead 8 lines due to the high up digging, so Knight is the one with the better pace at the moment. All right, both players Tetris ready. 361 to 369. All right, looks like a drought is forming, but ends up not being a problem for either player. They're able to take the needed burns to keep the sack under control. All right, Tetris for Knight. Oh, another drought. They're at the bottom. Oh my goodness, when is the bar gonna arrive? We are 40 pieces in. Oh my goodness. And finally.
That was a 51 route.
All right, so now this is gonna become Knight's problem. Gonna have to try to keep the board under control. Redshurt in the meantime, about to transition, gets the triple, goes in at 450. High up board, but is able to get the bar to the right side. And there it is. Knight's able to survive the 51 drought. Has switched from dash to roll and is prepared to transition into level 19. Gonna get a Tetris and get a 500 transitions. That's 50,000 points higher than Redshirt's transition. So that gives you an idea of where the paces are despite the lighting discrepancy. All right, we have Knight with an overhang setup. Did not get the J or S in time, and now just ends up closing off the well. Gonna take the needed burns. Redshirt in the meantime, left side is a little uncomfortable, but gets all of the 5 taps. Able to survive, get the Tetris in. Go to 599, currently leading over Knight, who's at 545, and Knight is down stacking. Knight is clean, Tetris ready, but so is Redshirt, and Redshirt's gonna score. Uncovers the J dependency at the bottom of the stack. Now working off of row 1. It's a nice S into J tuck there for Redshirt. Redshirt gets another Tetris, goes into 24, 663. And another Tetris to bring the lead to 100,000 over Knight. But Knight's gonna get a Tetris right away. Also, again, keep in mind the line discrepancy. Knight is still actually pacing about the same or better than Redshirt, as Redshirt is almost 2 levels ahead. All right, another Tetris for Redshirt. Redshirt thankfully getting some good pieces for the middle of the stack, but now ends up with 2 dependencies. This could turn into a burning situation. Looks like that's what we're gonna see. Redshirt just throwing the bar down the right. All right, 860 for Redshirt in the perfect clear. Look at that. Meanwhile, we have Knight at 792. So Knight is actually catching up in the real-time score while still being about 2 levels behind. That digging on 26 from Redshirt definitely putting him in a bad position to try to hold a lead, as Knight definitely has more runway to work with. A nice clean stack as Redshirt gets 2 Tetrises. 1 more can be scored before kill screen. Board's nice and clean and low, and Redshirt will get the Tetris to max into kill screen. Meanwhile, we have Knight 898, mid 27. All right, Redshirt is going to enter level 30, 1.01 million. And there's a Tetris for Knight. Redshirt's going to enter level 31, 1.03 million. And now Knight's on kill screen, 1.01 million, about the same as Redshirt. So this game is going to come down to who's able to score more points during the kill screen. Redshirt's going to set up a Tetris, get the long bar, and score. And there's another Tetris. They're on level 32. Redshirt stacking so cleanly, but is going to miss a J left. Oh, the board's up dangerously high now. Redshirt's able to survive, but isn't out of it yet. Gets the J all the way to the left. Right side's back open. Where's the long bar? Redshirt's holding out, but the bar came too late. 1.17 top out for Redshirt. Knight, you need 1.172 million. This is still not easy. This is a 100,000 point chase down. Meanwhile, at the top, transition for Oscar and Knight is right around the corner. And there it is, 560 for Meme and 560 for Oscar. So very similar transition scores. Knight, in the meantime, still able to continue this chase down. Has less than 60,000 points to go. And we'll just continue lining this out. There are plenty of points to be scored just with singles and doubles. All right, we have players at top on level 21, 656, 688. Meme ahead by about a Tetris. All right, 1.15 for Knight, 16,000 to go. Probably could get this chase down by the end of level 38. Knight just has to survive. And there it is, Knight completes the chase down. The Knight will avoid the sweep and perhaps even attempt a reverse sweep. All right, back up to the top. We have Meme, bit of a high board, but able to handle the stack very well. Gets a Tetris on level 23. Now up at 807, pulling out a little bit further ahead of Oscar. Oscar at 731. All right, players are on level 24. Oscar's board not in good shape. It's very jagged. Going to be forced into taking some burns. All right, Oscar has got the board most of the way down. Perhaps a few more lines before things get cleaned up. Meme, in the meantime, in scoring position, waiting on the long bar, but takes a triple. That'll take her out of Tetris readiness. Starting to build up again as she waits for the next long bar. Well, builds a spike in the middle of the board, but thankfully is able to get the bar in time. Meme at 996, right on the cusp of maxing out. And there it is. That is a 1 million on Meme's screen. Meanwhile, we have Oscar at 879, so down more than 100,000. Oscar definitely has some ground to make up. Has a clean center well setup off of row 2. Just looking for the long bar. Gets a pair of S's, throws them to the right side, but it works out. There's the long bar, finally. Oscar going to 956 into 28. And Meme's going to take a single into kill screen. 1.07 million. Uncovers well, gets a Tetris right away. Getting some burns, going into level 30. Oh, Oscar blocking the Tetris ready setup. Gonna have a messy board into kill screen. And Oscar's gonna have a really hard time getting out of this. Unfortunately, not gonna work out. Tops out at 968. So Meme with the 1.2 is gonna take the third game. Meanwhile, Redshirt we have at top of the stack, but able to burn out of it and lower the stack with a Tetris. Currently 117 to 117, a single separating these players. All right, currently we have decent enough boards. It's fine. These players will handle it. Oh, not a good time to get that S piece for Redshirt. Gets a very nice L to fill in that dependency on the left side and open up the right in time for a Tetris. Knight, in the meantime, just building up nice and clean, patiently waiting for the long bar, gets rewarded. Currently, it's 213 to 210, so we have a close game. Knight was waiting as long as possible to try to hold out for the long bar, but long bar took a little too long and the well had to be closed. Fortunately, a couple of bars had shown up while the well was closed, but now that the well is open, hopefully Knight's able to score. Where is this long bar? Both players having to deal with this. And that drop counter had to go to almost 30 before that long bar appeared. 275 for Redshurt, 248 for Knight. Oh, bit of a tricky board for Knight. Bar dependency sitting right next to an overhang. Gets one helpful piece. Bar to fill in dependency, but didn't get a T piece in time or something that would be useful to clean it up quickly. Knight is going to be able to get a Tetris. Not a good time for that square S combo. But has that column 8 dependency open. The bar is going to show up. The board is in a much better state, but still not perfectly healthy. Redshurt, in the meantime, spire of S's in the middle of the board. Starting to fill in the left side. Gets another Tetris. The board's looking much better now for both. All right, 460 for Redshurt, 394 for Knight. Redshurt with an extra Tetris, gonna grow the lead to almost 90,000 points, so about 4 Tetrises. But Knight's gonna fire back with a Tetris as well. In terms of pace, there's about a 3 Tetris separation. All right, transition, that's in 10 lines away. You can see the roll switch there from Knight. 578 to 534. Knight has closed the gap slightly. It's now turning into a 2 Tetris lead for Redshurt compared to 4 earlier. It's a 535 versus a 583 transition. So Redshurt still has the lead, just not as large as it was about 30 lines ago. Mari, Meme had swept Oscar. All right, both players nice and clean on level 20. Redshurt holding on to a 50,000 lead. Patiently waiting for a long bar. Both players, in fact. Oh, Knight's getting up a little bit high, but gets the bar over. Not the best looking board. Now needs something to get the right side open. He's able to do so after taking some burns. Redshurt, a bit of a minor dig. Gets the bar, cleans everything up. We have Knight in the meantime, who's also doing some cleanup. But it looks like Knight's been running into digs a little bit more often than Redshurt, and as a result, Redshurt has started to grow the lead again. It was 160,000, and now it's grown to about 100,000. Nice burn there for Knight. All right, the well's open, but just not getting the best pieces. Okay, there we go. Well's open in time for the long bar. Got some Nestor's Jam shenanigans happening. The next piece disappearing when the bar is up. All right, bar did not go left for a Redshurt. All right, Redshurt has cleaned up. Now trying to set up a Tetris. Left side's a bit jagged, but getting some helpful pieces. All right, there's a Tetris. 892 for Redshurt, 795 for Knight. All right, nice boards here for both players going into level 26. All right, Redshurt closing in on a max out on level 27. Get some good pieces for the middle, but the board's a bit too jagged for these squares. Getting some good help from the game. Oh, the T did not make it left. Redshurt needs to get something over that. Knight, in the meantime, starting to catch up as Redshirt's trying to dig out of this, but his board is turning into an awful one, and Redshirt's going to get almost exactly a max out. So Knight is going to need basically an A01 to chase this down. Knight's Tetris ready. If Knight gets a long bar here, that will be enough. And there it is, 1.01 million to tie up the set. And folks, we are going to a decider. All right, they have started. Let's see who comes out on top in this game and move on to the next round. Ooh, double LJ dependency for Redshurt. This board's a little uncomfortable, but just needed to set up 2 burns and get the rest of the pieces needed to have everything under control again. But now a double J dependency is formed for Redshurt. Redshirt's going to end up having to take a couple more burns. All right, Redshurt is clean. Now waiting on a long bar. There it is. Going to 80,000. We have Knight at 93,000. So more efficient game so far, but that may change with this board state. Redshurt now has an opportunity to take the lead. Oh, he already took the lead. Redshurt in the lead with 105. And Knight at 97,000. Who's commentating? Oh, none other than Tstorm 281. All right, Redshurt in the lead by about 2 Tetrises, but currently is looking for some good pieces to put on the left half of the board. Oh, double flip of the J piece, but won't be too big of a deal to handle. Now just looking for a good piece for the left side, preferably a bar. Oh, sets up a Tetris. Left well, perfect transfer. Are we going to see it? Looks like we won't. Just going to settle for the triple and just get the well back to the right side. Redshurt still has the lead over Knight. Adds another Tetris to it. Currently it's 212 to 199. Yep, it's me. Hello. All right, looks like Knight has taken over the lead. 258 to 267. Happy to have you here, AV Geek. All right, both players looking nice and clean. Not a whole lot to say about their boards right now. All right, another Tetris for both players. We're not really seeing the lead change. Knight's ahead by about a Tetris. That left side is going to need some attention. Oh, bar dependency now in column 3. Gets a bar pretty quickly. Board's back under control, but that does mean that Redshurt was able to briefly take the lead away from Knight. But Knight has taken it back since. But Redshirt's taking it again, so, you know, easy way to tell this game is close right now. We're seeing the leads trade back and forth. Hello, Biggie. All right, these players are keeping it close. Not letting each other get too far ahead. By the way, for those who weren't here earlier, I just want to mention again, we've been seeing some insane levels of efficiency in this set, some insane survival. And by the way, I'm not using insane efficiency lightly. We witnessed Redshurt grabbing a 734 transition. Like, what? Could you imagine getting a 600 transition and then you find out you're 130 behind? Yeah, no. Couldn't be me.
That was his personal best.
All right, 541 to 554, transition right around the corner. 734 in Compass Evil. Yes, it is. I agree. Absolutely diabolical. Knight hopefully trying to keep this board clean just in time for transition. That piece was perfect. And there we go. 579 transition. Immediately gets another Tetris. And will take the lead from Redshurt. Again, these players just keeping themselves within a stone's throw of the opponent. All right, that's another Tetris for Knight, but unfortunately going to have to deal with a misdrop. Knight briefly had the lead over Redshurt, but Redshirt's taking it back. All right, Tetris for Redshurt, 725, now 60,000 ahead. Redshurt looking for a good piece for the left side, ideally a T or a Z. It's a Z and then a T. It's going to be good news. However, this board's still not in perfectly good shape yet. Hopefully Redshurt doesn't get a square here. All right, he's able to clean up the board just in time to get one. We have Knight in the meantime. Rhea opens the well, gets a Tetris, still on level 22 with a 728. Still means that Knight is down 60,000. So this, you know, it's as intense as it gets to have a close game in a decider. Another Tetris for Knight. Still has to deal with this bar dependency in column 3. Finally gets the bar and will take the burns. Nice clean stack now. Redshurt is still ahead. These players are stacking beautifully. 900 on 25 for Redshurt. It's a good game. And who knows, maybe we see the same thing from Knight. 856 into 25. Oh, double flip at a bar, but easy cleanup. All right, there we go. Board's nice and clean. Knight set up for a Tetris. There's a long bar. Redshurt getting up a little bit high. Redshurt not a comfortable board. Oh, beautiful square double. and is able to save the stack, gets a Tetris, maxes into 27, and now it's a 100,000 point lead over Knight. And now Knight's starting to get up high. It's going to take the burns early, not going to try to go for anything crazy. Knight at this point just hoping to outplay Redshirt in kill screen because Knight is running out of runway in post to try to make up this 100,000 point deficit. Redshirt continues to play nice and clean, has 1.03 now, 1.07 million, still on level 28 with up to one more Tetris that can be scored before kill screen. Meanwhile, we have Knight who's in a dig. Situation's turning dangerous. We have Redshirt who's up high as well on level 29, 1.08 million. Gets into level 30, Wells back open. Knight's got an uncomfortable stack. Can Knight survive this? Gets a T all the way to the left. Redshirt's on level 30 but misses an L left. It's going to top out at 1.09 million. So Knight has to survive this and try to get a 1.1. Is open for a Tetris. This is going to be a massive chase down. It's going to burn this all the way to the bottom. Nice triple. It's going to take the burns, just trying to get the stack into a good state. Probably wants to try to go for a Tetris here and there, but just can't with this board. Oh no, missed the L left. Gets another one over flat. He's able to take some more flat burns. Opens up to square left. Gets the bar to the left. And Knight is continuing to down stack, but still has a long way to go. 100,000 points, and the left side is still going to be tricky. Where's the long bar? All right, goes for the J and gets it left. All right, there's a long bar left. Oh, but another misdrop. Oh, Tetris set up in the middle, but not going to wait too long for it. The board's in a better state now. We'll see what Knight wants to do from here. Knight is setting up the Tetris. Can Knight get a long bar? There's a long bar. 1.09! And Knight takes the match. What an amazing chase down.
Go that far. Yeah, doesn't want to throw that Z piece there because that would have caused, it would have basically been a null advancement, basically.
Sharky setting some great delay burns. Oh my god. This is what I'm talking about. Sharky's way of learning how to resolve almost every misdrop at this speed, really quick, is just impressive with Sharky. Look at that.
Look at this.
Opening it up.
Got it,
yes,
got it.
He's happy about it.